What's up everyone, ChillStorm here for another Black Desert Mobile Chill Gaming. And today we are going to show you the Awakening class skills for all of the classes except for the Lancer, because right now my Lancer is still at level 1, because when I was about to put her to level 60 or 70, they already opened the cap for the level 75, so I had to rush my Void Knight, now Phantasma, to level 75. So currently, let's go ahead and check out Phantasma right now, since I'm with her right currently. So here are the skills that I've been using, and mostly what I'll showcase would be for a PvE, because for the other characters I'll be showing you alt characters. So if we show you PvP for my alts, then they'll just get destroyed. All right. So let's go ahead and start with the Phantasma skills. So they have this one, the Overlord, just like your usual buff with the Void Knight. So gets you move speed, heals 122 HP every 2 seconds for 10 seconds, recover magic, and right now I don't know what the use of the magic is for with her, because normally for Void Knight there are skills wherein you need to use mana or magic, but for Phantasma you don't have to. You only use the mana or the magic only if you are doing the BS skills or the Black Spirit skills. And also it grants plus 40 attack, so which is pretty neat. And we have the Nova Chain. Wow, very destructive power, giving you 405.33 times 4 damage per hit. This is already on level 3. Cooldown of 8 seconds, and it recovers magic and inflicts bound on the first hit. So that's a very pretty neat move. A little bit of mid-range, but still very destructive. And of course, you put it on either Ahib or Labrive. Now this on the Phantom Dash, I'm really not using it for PvE. It's all because it's mostly used for PvP, this Phantom Dash. Supernova raises her hand up, and wow, look at that damage on PvE. 1532.22 on level 3. Gives you super armor, although not applied in arena, but it inflicts knock up on hit. How come there's no knock up? Come on. You didn't even hit that little dummy over there. But anyway, we also have the Twin Slash, which I am using when I'm doing PvE farming, because she goes right straight into the mobs. So if there's like a big cluster over there, Twin Slash is really great. And then you have the Pneumatic Bursts. I really like this because it's really full of damage. 424.44% on level 3, 3 damage per times 3 damage per hit. So I really like how this one is spamming. Also very useful in arena, seriously. So we also have the Dark Cleave. So it's kind of like a backhand slap. You see that? And I like it so much because it gives knockdown, and at the same time it gives us very cool damage as well. 781% on level 4 right now. And we also have the Variant Shockwave. So with the Variant Shockwave, it's really like more of almost like a long range kind of damage. It also gives us knockdown. So very useful in both PvE and PvP, and it's very linear, I have to say. So kind of like the Void Knight's upswing sword. So that's how the Variant Shockwave works. And then we have the Umbral Pillars. Very nice on, let's say if you're doing PvP, very nice as a first hit, because it only has a cooldown of 6 seconds, plus it gives a little bit of daze. So it's actually good as a starter combo. And she's just like, you know, really just literally standing when you're doing the Umbral Pillars. And we also have the Face Blades. Not really a big fan of it because it's very low on damage, although it gives max 5 hits, and it also recovers magic points. So, but not really using it that much. So I'm going to show you how it looks like for the Phantasma. So what I like about her as compared to the Void Knight, she's really just standing. She's almost like a mage now. You know, just being an almost long range, mid range kind of player, and just really simply standing up. So it's really a different ball game when she became a Phantasma, because as compared to Void Knight is more of like melee to mid range. Now it's mid range to long range. So very OP. A lot of people are saying. I don't feel that because my because my CP is very low. But yeah, a lot of people are really switching to Phantasma. Even let's say from Huntress or from let's say Gladiator or Paladin, they all switch to, almost all of them switch to Phantasma because of how cool the moves are, the skills are, plus the damage as well. Now let's move on to the other characters. Let's try this one. We have the Berserker. So let's go for Arthur. Let's check out the skills. And again, I'm just doing PvE. So look at that. No more shield, just one big hell of a sword. So wow, look at that. That is so cool. Now let's check out the skills. Maybe it's not yet equipped. So let's go ahead and equip the skills. Let's just do an auto equip. Alright. And currently what we have would be, so we got the Vengeful Wrath. So it heals, wow, 6,500 HP. Check that out. Reduces 400 HP every 2 seconds for 30 seconds, although plus 100 attack for 30 seconds, and grants 10% move speed. So wow, that's really a nice buff you got there. And we got Reckoning. Let's check that out. Knockdown. And look at that slash. Just a circular slash, putting the enemy to the ground. We have the Crimson Cyclone. So kind of like a combo hit, obtaining 5 rage per hit. And wow, the damage, 403% on level 2. We also have the off, what do you call this, off kilter. So it's really more of like a starter for your combo. Inflicts daze on hit, and that's kind of like your beginning step for a combo on PvP. So we have the ankle slice as well. A little bit slow, I have to say. Inflicts bound on hit, but it's a little slow for me. So maybe kind of like you can chain that on your combo, but not really as a starter. We have the rattle. Let's check this out. It's kind of like shooting something. I don't know what it does though, really. We have the Havoc Thrust. Ooh. Inflict stun and grants super armor. So if you are really after chasing a player, this is one good, aside from dashing, this is a one good move that can inflict stun on players that are running away. Check this out. Crushing Falcon. Wow. So super armor, except for arena, and inflicts knock-up on hit, and good damage. 253.16% on level 2 on PvE. So very decent. Like it. Vicious Rend. Knock back. Just to drive people away, huh? I like that move. Now let's try to check out Triumph. This one, oh, very massive. Just pounding the sword to the ground. Having damage while he is charging it. And then another instant damage. So stun on the first hit, and then bound on the last hit. So wow, just really good crowd control for Triumph right there. So let's try to look at his gameplay during PvE. Let's see how he fares. Alright. A little slow, I have to say, in terms of casting time. But still, really nice AoE. Check that out. Just going from one mob after the other. And every time he charges, it's kind of like he just him wielding the sword puts a lot of damage in it. Wow. So that's Berserker. And a lot of people are saying that when they switched to Berserker, they actually missed the shield. I mean, them not being able to shield in, let's say, boss rush or a PvP or whatnot, that they actually need the shield, even world boss, they're not able to. So they kind of miss that part, and I would have to say so, because right now you have the charge and just the BS kill, and that's it. No shield mode. So anyway, moving on to the next one. Let's go for the Windwalker. So we'll go ahead and take out Denise. So former Huntress. Oh, she's with Dorio, trading fish currently. So let's try to go to the Helm Highlands part and see how she fares with PvE. And a lot of Huntress right now, they are afraid to switch their Huntress to the Windwalker, all because going from a long range to a close and mid-range melee, it spells a very big difference. So a lot are still sticking to Huntress, and some of the Huntress are switching to a different Awakening class, and not switching their own Huntresses into Awakening to the Windwalker. But wow, look at that! Very agile, and twisting and turning. Like, if you want to go ahead and try it out, why not, right? Look at that. Now let's go ahead and check out the skills here. All right. So Breath of Life, of course, giving you HP and attack as always. And let's try to equip the skills here. Auto equip. Oh, look at that! I haven't even finished the learning trials for this one, but let's just go ahead and check out the skills then. All right. So I haven't done the quest for this girl, huh? I've left it out for a very, very long time. Super armor inflicts bound. So, oh, look at this. Very awesome, very cool. Just kind of like throwing some swords over there and daggers. Inflicts knockdown on the last hit. And next is Gale Harvest. Inflicts daze. She's got a lot of crowd control here. Look at that, dashing on, moving forward. Now that's one of the reasons maybe why they don't want to switch to Windwalker, because she's now a frontliner. Knockdown, just throwing some arrows. Wind Slicer. Ooh, I like it. X Strike. Alright, 292.5.4 and 292.5% on level 1. Just jumping. I don't know what the range is, but just jumping and putting an X mark on the ground. Very, very very slow casting time there, but yeah. Alright. Camasylvan Swordmaster. Just basic attack. We have the Ethereal Blast. Gives super armor. Inflicts daze. Very, very slow casting time, I have to say. But, useful for crowd control. Inflicts knockback on the first hit. Vorpal Daggers. Huh. Why would you need knockback on this one? Because, I don't know, she's already close range to, mid-range. So, not really big a fan of that. Cyclonic Fury. That's where you just twist and turn. Alright. Okay. So maybe just a, damagers really. Wind Knife. Super armor and gives stun. And this is actually a good combo starter. Alright. So, yeah, Huntress versus Windwalker. If you just really kind of like want to try it out, and if you're really more open to like the assassin type of player, maybe you might want to switch to Windwalker. But if you're still a big fan of a bow and arrow and being in the long range, might as well stay at a Huntress mode. So look at her on PvE, not yet complete with the skills, but let's go ahead and try to check it out. So she really is kind of like really going into the fray. And if, let's say, you're on a Node War or Guild War or crowd gaming, Not really that much of an advisable character, but if let's say you are running after, let's say one, two people that you need to chase, maybe Windwalker is the best, character for that. So she becomes kind of like an assassin. That's what I have to say. Yep. All right. Now let's go ahead and check out the next one. We have the Reaper. I have to say one of my favorites right now. Whenever I encounter a Reaper in the game, let's say in Arena. So, wow, currently, look at that. Very nice combos, very nice skills. And I like how she wields that sight. So, ooh. Just very destructive. Look at that. Now let's go ahead and check out the skills here. So we got, of course, yours. Let's see. Grim Reaper. Okay. So that's your usual buff. Oh, Soul Spike. Knockback on the first hit. Knock up on the last hit. Wow. Who wouldn't like that? Ooh. And she's floating up. Just like the sorceress that she should be, or should I say the Reaper that she should be. I love it. Next up, we got the Guardian's Wrath. Ooh. Check that out. Inflicts bound on hit. There's really no getting away with that. It's like a supernova. We got Nightmare. Oh, that's the time that she becomes a ball. So super armor while hiding. And then inflicts stun on hit, and hold the skill button to teleport to the target. Wow, very interesting. It's kind of like the Dark Mist, so I like it. Look at that. It's kind of like a ninja mode. I become black, boom, here I am. Nightmare. Your worst nightmare. And we have the Rift Slicer. Explosion hits increase the damage of Rift Slicer by 100%. Ooh. Ooh. Manipulate dark energy to create vicious chakrams that tear through the opposition. Ooh. So it's kind of like, just like throwing out some slicers over there. Shadow Slash. Inflicts stun on hit very fast. Look at that. So it's actually a good combo starter. And it's a stun on hit. Invincible while casting, and grant super armor while attacking. Ooh, that is why they don't need to really, dash and roll out. This one, Flesh Ripper. Look at that combo. Ooh, to the right, up, another to the right, circular, and then another rightward motion. Inflicts bound on the third hit. You can include that in the middle of your combo. And we have the Soul Reaver. Inflicts knockdown on hit. The casting time is too long, so I don't know when this can be used, but the damage is really nice. It's pretty awesome. 770% on level 1. Death Circus. Ooh, look at that. Inflicts knock up on hit, and just really swirling and twirling around the enemy. Ooh. I like the animation. I like everything about it. Really. 171.82% damage per hit. There are 2 charges, so I mean it's decent. I mean, as long as you can cut your combo in the middle, then this should be fine. But if let's say your enemy is down, I mean, this is actually a good skill to use. We also have the Fatal Cleave. Ooh, that's very nice. Bound on hit, and just swirling around and then kneeling down for the final move. Ooh, I really love how the Reaper works. Now let's go ahead and check her out in the PvE this time. Ooh, look at the style, and you can even control where she's going. See? So you really have to be an expert controller when you are doing the Reaver, because everything that she does right now, you would need to manually, move her around. So it's kind of like, let's say doing this, you would have to control where she's going, because you can actually either, let's say, do this and then kind of like drive away or run away while you twirl and turn, or you can use it as a combo to get it in one single place, or you can move forward with this, and you also have this little mist over there. So yeah, it needs a lot of full control. You have to be an expert user. It takes a while to do so, but if you get to Master Reaper, then wow, you will be the master of the game. Seriously. Alright, let's go on to the next one. We have the Destroyer. So from axe to the guns. Ooh. He's like a moving cannon. Oh, pounding it to the ground. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now for the skills. Right, so your buff, Cardinal Rage. We have the Flame Buster. Knockback on hit. A little slow on the casting time there, but wait a minute. You can do 2 shots. Boom. We have the Bombardment. Ooh. Another firing shot, giving knockdown on the first hit. Ooh, they have the Firebomb. Stun. And invincible when jumping. Ooh, I like that. Good for evading. And also good for inflicting the stun even. And continuing with your combos, kind of like a counter attack. This one grants super armor while using the skill. Inflicts bound on the last hit. Okay, what happened there? Oh, my CP is, I think it's a little low for these mobs because it's only like 3,600. So let's stop attacking in the meantime. Let's just, and I don't have pots, basically. That's, ooh, what a bad character. Oh yeah, no gears, no nothing whatsoever. But anyway, let me just show you the skills first. Poor Heimdall. Poor Heimdall. And so where were we? So we did the Hellraiser, super armor while using the skill. Inflicts bound on the last hit. Good for moving around. Tectonic Rift. Inflicts knock-up on hit. Just raising the land. Raising the earth. Oh, I like this. Bound on the inflicts bound on hit. Pulls enemies closer to the grave. Why would you need to put your enemies closer where you can just shoot them from afar? Very sketchy with that move. Okay. Inflicts knock up on the last hit. Pulls enemies closer as well. Slugfest. Interesting, interesting. Oh, wrestling. Look at that. WrestleMania. Guerrilla Tactics. Yes. Ooh. I like that. WWE. So let's go ahead and try to auto-equip the skills and see how this one goes. And we don't have pots, and we don't have the CP right now, but let's try and see what Heimdall and this Destroyer does. Ooh. There we go. I thought it's pulling the enemies closer. I don't see that happening. Boom. Gun. Pick up. Alright. A little slow in the casting time. Oh. Ooh, nice. I like that move. But the guns? I don't know. It's kind of like it's too slow. I mean, the axe is, I don't know, it's way better, the giant itself, the titan. Oh, this one? I think it's fair. I think it's fair, but the guns and the pulling the mobs together, or the enemies together, I don't see much of the combo in this one. I don't see it much yet. I don't know. Not really a big fan of it. Alright. But that's it. Let's go on to the last one that I have. The Invoker. I mean, I'm sorry about my Paladin over there, or should I say Valkyrie. I didn't have much time to level her up. So, well, hopefully, next time around, we'll get her to a Lancer. But I did awaken all of my characters. So let's go ahead and try out the Invoker. Ooh, there we go. We got your buddy on the side. Casting and all that stuff. So it's more electrifying this time. So more of electrocution and more of poisoning. that's what she's all about. So let's go ahead and try and check the skills. So we got the, there you go, the Summon Tet. Ooh. Alright. And then we have Energize. That's her skill that gives us HP and damage and all that. We have the Gigavolt. Ooh. Long casting time, but man. Look at that. Look at the AoE on that. Inflicts bound on hit. And there's an Overcurrent Zone. Grants 20% damage to Gigavolt. And 415.77% on level 2. 4 damage per hit. And we also have the Power Surge. Ooh. Very quick, look at that. Just flicking. And it gives out daze. Ooh. And she's kind of like a more relaxed person now. The Invoker, Lightning Storm. Inflicts daze and just simply standing in there. Voltaic Burst. Knockback on the first hit. Very low on cooldown. Cataclysm. So this one is more of like using the earth. Inflicts knock up on first hit. So many crowd control, I have to say. Static shield. Piercing attack. Okay. And just flicking right there. Very cool. We also have the electric wave. Inflicts knockback on hit. And just stepping on the ground. I like the idea. And it's kind of like a V-shaped linear damage or linear AoE. Pretty neat. We have Fissure. So yes, Fissure is really just using the ground. So it's a knock-up and grants super armor while using the skill. Really a lot of crowd control in AoE, this time for the Invoker. So I think this is what the Invoker is for. It's really more of damage, crowd control, and it's all about AoE. Perfect for Node Wars and Guild Wars if it's going to be a clash. So this, if you're against many to one, Invoker is the best option and a go-to girl. And let's try to check her out in PvE. So definitely gonna rock this one. Check that out. A little bit slow in the casting. Let's say, for example, as compared to Phantasma, which is also a long to mid range right now. A little slow, but hey, look at that AoE. And plus the fact that you have, your helper over there on the side. Look at that. Very relaxed. I like it. Just flicking and pointing. I like it. It's very cool. It's so chill. Just like me. Just relaxing. It makes me want to sleep right now. It's actually hypnotizing me, to be honest. Look at that. Very sleek. I can't stop watching this girl right now. Seriously. Awesome moves. You gotta love her. I think I wanna go back to my Invoker because actually the Witch is my first ever character in BDM, and I took her to Archmage. And now look at her, I'm so proud of her. She's now an Invoker. Look at that. Oh man. I think I'm falling in love. I think I am. But still gotta stick to the Phantasma. It's all because right now she's got all the equipments currently, and it's so expensive. It's so expensive to switch character. To switch to from Awakened to Ascension, fine, 70 million silver, not bad. You can also easily switch the weapons and stuff, and the outfit, the costume. You can keep 2 if you want to do a switcheroo, but switching to a different main character from where it started, that's gonna be expensive, guys. So I don't know, maybe just stick with what you have, be contented, I don't know, and if you're not, then you really just gotta pay for it. But you know, just want to showcase you all the skills, plus you know what it can do in PvE, and how the casting time is, how it looks like. And so far so good, I have to say, for all the awakening classes, because they actually gave out, you know, a whole new different ball game to the BDM Black Desert Mobile community, and also to all of the players out there who's looking for getting out of boredom, and just getting you know, getting used to their skills currently. So I love the awakening. I'm telling you, I love it so much that I awakened all of my characters from the main to the outs, and eventually for my level 1 right here, that's going to be a Lancer. So I'm really going to awaken all of my characters eventually and soon. And yeah, so this is it for Chill Gaming for Black Desert Mobile, and I'll see you all on the next videos. There will be a BDM community tournament coming up for Asia, and it's going to be randomness. So we have 16 teams, and all 48 players are teamed up randomly, and that will be on July 14th and 15th. Go ahead and check it out. It's going to be at 7 p.m. GMT +8. So players are already excited. It's just going to be 2 days. The first day will be elimination round, and then the second day, which is July 15th at 7 p.m., that will be the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals match. So pretty exciting, because you know, it's really more of keeping the community together, not only for the server, not only for, you know, North America and Europe and Asia, but it's for the overall Black Desert Mobile community. So again, my name is ChillStorm, Black Desert Mobile Chill Gaming, and I'll see you all on the next video. So for now, I'm going to peace out.